Shining a Light on Invisible Issues, written by Christine Graff. Section 1. Isabella Izzy Cementilli of Niskayuna, New York, was in 5th grade when a classmate pulled her chair out from under her. This wasn't an innocent practical joke. It was a case of bullying from a classmate who had singled Izzy out before. And as she fell, Izzy had no idea that this single act of bullying would change the course of her life. As a result of the 2013 incident, Izzy suffered a concussion, a fractured tailbone, and neck and back injuries. Because of her injuries, the once active tap dancer and tennis player was banned from participating in all physical activities. She also began experiencing blurred vision, sensitivity to light and noise, and severe headaches. The physical difficulties weren't the only challenges Izzy faced. As she struggled to heal from her injuries, the bullying continued. Izzy ended up moving to a different 5th grade class. Months passed, and Izzy's symptoms did not improve. In fact, they got worse after she was hit in the head by a stray basketball while sitting on the sidelines in gym class. By 8th grade, her headaches were so severe that she could no longer attend school. She received home tutoring, which was canceled on days when her headaches were unbearable. Her mother read all of her school assignments to her because Izzy was unable to read more than one page of a book at a time. In addition to having difficulty reading, Izzy couldn't watch television, play video games, use a cell phone, or look at any type of computer screen. Izzy became so sensitive to light and noise that she could never leave the house without earplugs and sunglasses. She was unable to ride in a car for long periods of time, and family vacations became a thing of the past. After she saw 26 different doctors, Izzy was finally diagnosed with 2 rare headache disorders. There is no cure for either of her disorders, but Izzy and her family still hope that her headaches will improve as she grows older. Section 2. Izzy has managed to remain positive despite her struggles. I choose not to sit around doing nothing and feeling sorry for myself, she says. She finds strength from her faith as well as from the support of her family. She is especially close with her older brother, Santino, who has become her best friend. Although Izzy has not been able to resume any of the activities she used to enjoy, she has learned how to knit and has discovered a passion for baking. In 2014, she began baking cookies she calls Iznits, which she created by tweaking her grandfather's Italian cookie recipe. The cookies were so delicious that she began selling them at her father's Italian restaurant. Izzy's Iznits aren't just a tasty treat. She donates all of the proceeds from the sale of the cookies to anti-bullying and brain injury charities, raising awareness for 2 causes that mean a lot to her. Izzy wants people to understand what life is like for someone with a brain injury. It's an invisible injury, she says. No one sees the pain you're in. It's hard for people to understand. Everyone says that I look fine. In 2017, Izzy was chosen as a youth honoree by the Brain Injury Association of New York State. She is a member of the Brain Injury Association of New York State Youth Concussion Council and also attends the organization's annual Advocacy Day, which raises awareness of concussions and encourages support for people who have injuries. Izzy has even had the opportunity to speak with elected officials about the challenges faced by those like her. Section 3. Izzy also hopes to educate people on the potentially devastating impact of bullying, which affects up to 90% of students in 4th through 8th grade. Like brain injuries, bullying might be invisible to others. Bullying can include things like making threats, spreading rumors, or attacking someone verbally or physically, like causing harm by pulling a chair out from under someone. By sharing her story, she hopes to make a difference in the lives of others, so no one else will suffer in the way that she has. If I could help just one person, that would be amazing, she says. One way that Izzy has shared her story is by writing a book, The Short Story of One Tough Cookie. In it, she tells the story of her injuries and the lessons she learned as she adjusted to her new life. She wrote and illustrated the book and has participated in book signings, events, and meetings. Despite her limitations, facing every challenge one moment at a time. According to Eileen Reardon, the BIANYS Executive Director, Izzy is a leader as a youth advocate, raising awareness of both brain injury and bullying. She truly is an inspiration for so many teens who face similar situations. Izzy hopes to pursue a career in cooking or baking. Until then, she will keep sharing her story and raising awareness of bullying and brain injuries. And of course, she'll keep baking her signature isnits, creating sweet moments even in the midst of challenges.